Okay, we stop there for a minute. Close your computers a second, put your pencils down. Okay, so this month we have to decide which pathway you're going on. We have to decide whether you're going to go on next year to IM3 regular or IM3 extended. I'm referring to the grade 9 kids. I have a couple of grade 10 kids. Different with them, we'll talk differently. But for the grade 9, it's mostly. We have to decide, are you going to do IM3 regular or IM3 extended? Those are your two choices. And why? What is the difference? Not to do with the amount of content, but it's where it gets you. It's where it takes you. If you have the IM3 extended, you're opening up your possibility. You're giving yourself a chance. Quite a few more courses in grade 11. IM3 regular, you're closing off on most of the courses. IM3 regular, you can come through IM3 regular. You can do the IB to do the AISL, and you can do the American high school pre-calculus or the American high school modeling courses. But from that pathway, you can't do any of the higher level. You're not going to do any of the higher level classes. But you can't do the AASL class. You can't do the AASL class. You can't do the AP pre-calculus class. Those two courses will open up more choices to you for university. So the better universities don't accept the IB AISL. You don't get extra credit at university. You can't get into the better universities in the US without your APs and stuff. You are closing off quite a few pathways there at that point. So if you want to go on to one of those type of universities, you have to make a decision this month. Okay? And that decision is, how hard am I prepared to work? How hard am I prepared to work? Math is easy. You just have to work hard. If you coast along, you don't do very well. And slowly, around about this point in your life, you start really struggling. You know, math is really hard now. If you take your foot off the gas, even if you're really talented, those really sort of talented guys that never had to really do anything in math and they still do better, if they, somewhere in this next year, they'll notice that it starts to fall behind. So what I'm sort of saying to you is, you need to decide whether you want to do extended or not, but you also need to show that you can manage it. And one of the best ideas of showing that you can manage it were these questions. These questions. There is nothing in these questions that we haven't learned to do. But what I've done is I've shuffled it a little bit. I've just made a couple of little changes to make it a little bit fresher and require a little bit of problem solving from you. Those of you who are happy to give up and passively do nothing and wait, I watched quite a few of you. Those of you who said, well, I'll just wait till he shows me how to do it. You are not suitable for extended, and you are not suitable for a more advanced education. If you give up, spend a lot of time copying the question down, and hope to just fill in the time and say, look, I can't do this, you don't have any academic rigor, and you won't manage a more challenging program. If you try these questions and you really have a good go at them, even whether you're successful or not, that doesn't matter. It's the effort that you put in. It's like, I'm going to try and find how to do this. If you have that in you, you have a much more stronger approach to your self-improvement and your self-education. And that will take you a long way. So these questions, they're quite easy and quite straightforward, but they're a good way of sort of you deciding, like, you know, I watched, and some people did nothing. They just sat there and think, I'll wait till he shows me how to do it. You know, if you're that passive, you're not really going to manage a more rigorous education at university, if at all. If at all. It's not a right for everybody to go. It's a right for those who can manage it. Lots of people go in the US, not a lot of people finish. They let you in, they take your money, they just don't let you out. So anyway, I just wanted to give a few words about that for you guys. Nice and clear. I'll stop there.